Hey y'all, thank you for being here. My name is Lorena. This is Lorena Aligned. I'm so glad that you are on my platform. If you haven't already, make sure that you are liking and subscribing and following if you're not following via TikTok. Hello, my loves. I want to talk to you about this retrograde because I think we're using it wrong. And I know we're using it wrong actually because I've been using it in a way that has worked for me. And I think it's time for us to use it in that way as well. If you don't know me already, astrology, psychology, and spirituality are my main games, and I like to bring them together to make grounded decisions so that you can create a better well being in your life. I am a spiritual mentor and an astrologer, and I like to mix the three things all together so that we are happier, healthier, and going towards our dreams. That being said, hi. Mercury retrograde in Pisces this time, which means communication is off-putting as fuck. Everything feels confusing, and more than likely you are ready to hide away. But even when you hide away, that feels chaotic too. It's a lot in here, it's a lot out here, and we're trying to figure out how to move through it. Now, for me, when I look at all of these different transits and energies, I think of systems. And when it comes to systems, there are certain things that need to be recalibrated and readjusted. A system will show you where it's not working. And that's essentially what Mercury, when it's in retrograde, does. It shows you where things aren't working in your life, where systems don't make sense, where information is all over the place. And it asks you what you're going to do about it, right? So, with this Mercury in retrograde in Pisces, I really want you guys to hone in on your intuition because that's what's being revealed right now. Do you align with what's going on around you? And what has your intuition been telling you that you've been avoiding? Honestly, if you look and sit and think about it, you'll notice that there's something out there or something within you that you have not been directly dealing with. Often, that is what Mercury retrograde is trying to point out when things feel chaotic in your life. Now, if you're chilling and flowing, more than likely you're in alignment with who you are truly and with the people around you. But if you find that you're not, if you find that you're confused or you feel chaotic, what is being brought up? That is what Mercury retrograde is doing. It is asking you what system doesn't work anymore. It is showing you the system and asking you to either throw it away or readjust or refine what does work, what does feel good, and do it all through your knowing, do it all through your intuition, right? Not through logic right now, because right now, logic's not working. Right now, the logic that you thought you were putting together isn't logicking. So it's really necessary for you to trust your intuition and understand yourself. For example, I have Mercury retrograde right now sitting in Pisces, obviously, but it's in what we call as astrologers my second house, which is essentially the house of finances. And the house of finances and value, right? So value across all boards, value within yourself, value within your esteem, value within the people around you, anything that kind of connects to value, right? And a couple other things, but that's not important right now. Within this house, I have noticed delays in payments. I have noticed glitches in banks. I have noticed many different moments of monetary and value systems not working for me or glitching and just unaligned, right? And I think if I wasn't so aware of the Mercury retrograde, this would be really annoying and I'd be like, what the hell's going on? And I'd find myself in survival mode because that's just how I am. That's like, instantly, that's how I've been, at least. It's not how I am anymore, but it's how I've been. And so in this time, I have realized that this retrograde is about my intuition, right? And it's about when things feel confusing, pull back and just watch. Don't try to make a decision. Don't try to change anything. Don't do something different, right? If you can help it, right? Don't try to control what everyone else is doing or the way the system works. Instead, notice what happens, right? Notice where people kind of lack. Notice how how many cracks you can find in the plans that were made, right? And notate them and acknowledge them, right? So that you can refine what you do next, right? So that you can refine the next time you follow whatever goal or whatever thing, whatever steps that you were taking in the first place, right? Maybe there's a step that you need to take out, right? That is what Mercury retrograde is asking of us right now, is to see the system, figure out what you're going to do about it, observe it, maybe even write it down, but don't change anything right away. Listen to your intuition, because your intuition is going to tell you what works for you and what doesn't. Not out of a fear-mongering place and not out of a lack place, right? Your intuition is going to tell you what works for you and what doesn't, and what's really authentic to who you are. And I think the reason that I keep coming back to this like space here is because Mercury is about communication, and Mercury connects to our communication energy center, which is our throat energy center. And that energy center is about alignment, right? It's about being authentic to yourself, using your authentic voice, being truthful, being honest, and listening, right? And that is what is being asked of you right now, is listening to your most authentic self and understanding what it is that you need in your life, wherever Mercury is retrograding in your chart specifically. That being said, using this Mercury retrograde, I really want to put together just like 5 things to pay attention to, okay? The first thing is, don't make giant decisions right now. We know that about Mercury retrograde, but also don't make giant decisions out of fear, right? Don't make giant decisions because it makes sense and it has to happen now. Make giant decisions, if you're going to have to, out of something that aligns with you, right? Out of your authenticity. Listen to your intuition when you make the decisions, right? Double and triple check your paperwork, okay? Your mind is going to tell you, oh, something might be off about that. Hold on a second. You'll hear it. You'll feel it. Don't avoid that. That is very important. 2, when things feel really, really, really confusing, only observe. Keep listening and observe. Your intuition is going to point out what is weird, what is off. Acknowledge that. Again, write it down so you don't forget, and just let it happen. As long as it's not harming you or harming anyone else around you, where you have to put your foot in, or foot down. Don't make any decisions regarding that. 3, think before you speak. Allow yourself to pause. Allow yourself to pause before you send the text. Allow yourself to pause and ask, where is this coming from? Is this going to come across in a way that makes sense? And if you aren't sure, don't send the text. Not even if you're like, no, it's not. If you aren't sure, don't send the text, because 9 out of 10 times, even if you aren't sure, it's probably going to go to that person, and that person is going to have that retrograde also happening in their chart, and they're going to read it the wrong way, right? So maybe hold back from any mean or high-tempered text messages if you can help it. What are we on, 4 or 5? I don't know. But I think the last thing that I really want to tell you guys is that retrograde isn't here to hurt anybody, and we always think it is. Retrograde isn't here to hurt anyone. It's here to reveal systems that are no longer working. It's here to reveal information that no longer makes sense. It's here to jostle you a little bit so that you kind of readjust to something that makes more sense for you. And in this placement right now, it's here to make you listen to your intuition and to your inner knowing more than anything else, right? Without fear, without, chaos, right? It's asking you to just observe, just let things happen and listen to your intuition, and then make your decisions. That's where we are right now. That is what's happening in the system right now. So that's all that I have for you today. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to throw them in the chat below. Tell me how Mercury retrograde is treating you right now. Hopefully it's not too harsh, but if you feel like it is, maybe it's time to take a step back, take a breath, and really notice where it's trying to reveal a broken system for you. Okay? Thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. It's Friday, so weekend. And I hope you have a better Mercury retrograde. But, far-fetched wishes, if you will. But always remember, keep your feet on the ground while your head's in the clouds. This was Lorena Aligned. Again, subscribe, like, and I will be back with more info for you about the transit, spirituality, and psychology for a better grounded experience in your life. Be more intentional. I love you guys. Bye.